continue to call for the release of arbitrarily detained activists. On June 25, 2026, the Banaadir Regional Court convicted activist Sadia Moalim Ali of insulting government institutions and sentenced her to 3 years in prison. There are serious concerns that her trial did not meet international fair trial standards. Sadia's case reflects a wider pattern of unnecessary and disproportionate restrictions on freedom of expression in Somalia, where people who express dissenting views increasingly face harassment and prosecution. Our calls in 1st UA 3626 remain unchanged. Please continue taking urgent action by calling for Sadia Moalim Ali's immediate and unconditional release. Original UA. On April 12, 2026, authorities in Mogadishu arrested Sadia Moalim Ali, a tuk-tuk driver and social activist, for her peaceful activism on social media and participation in protests. Officers from a national intelligence agency detained her at Hamar Jajab police station for 2 days before transferring her to Mogadishu Central Prison on April 14th, where she remains. Her family has not been informed of any formal charges. However, credible sources indicate that police obtained a court order allowing her detention for up to 90 days pending investigation. Her detention is linked solely to the peaceful exercise of her human rights. Somali authorities must immediately and unconditionally release Sadia Moalim Ali. Here's what you can do. Write to the President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, urging the government to immediately and unconditionally release Sadia Moalim Ali, as she is detained solely for the peaceful exercise of her human rights. Pending her release, ensure she is held in conditions that meet international human rights standards. Protect her from torture and other ill treatment. Ensure she has immediate and regular access to her family, lawyers, and adequate health care. Pattern of targeting for peaceful activism. This is not the first time authorities have detained Sadia Moalim Ali. On March 12th, she was arrested for protesting rising fuel prices and released after 4 days. Her repeated arrests point to a clear pattern of targeting linked to her peaceful expression and activism. Escalating crackdown on dissent in Somalia. Since mid to late 2022, authorities in Somalia have intensified a crackdown on dissent. They have used arbitrary arrests, detention, threats, and intimidation to silence activists, journalists, and media outlets. These actions violate the rights to freedom of expression, association, and peaceful assembly. They also breach Somalia's obligations under international human rights law. Since President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud took office, restrictions on these rights have increased. Journalists and activists have faced harassment, beatings, and unfair prosecution. In 2025, authorities expanded efforts to control media reporting. On March 16th, the Minister for Information issued a directive banning content that could threaten national security or misuse or fabricate information. Please take action as soon as possible until August 24th, 2026. The UA will be duly updated should there be the need for further action. Thank you for staying with us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel.